future golf, I was on my couch one Sunday and I saw this ad for a $50 ad voucher on Facebook. And that was it. So I took the code off the ad on Facebook, I wrote up a post, and all it did was really simple post. It was like, is there anyone out there that would be keen on playing golf with younger people? So I don't know if you guys have played golf before, but the average age of a golfer is about 65 to 90. When you go and play golf, it's full of old people and it's the most boring place you can be if you're under the age of, say, 40, right? But I really liked the game. I started getting into golf and I picked it up pretty late in my 20s. And I was like, I just put the post out there. I'm like, would anyone want to play golf with other younger people? You know, we're going to host a couple of events. Eventually, I'll try to sign a few partnerships. You'll get a few free rounds of golf, and we'll all go play together. Like, that was it. It was like a 4 or 5 line, 6 line paragraph. I used the ad voucher and on Facebook ads. Get familiar with Facebook ads and advertising tools if you want to be an entrepreneur, because this is going to be key in validating your ideas. So that's a side note. But I made an ad account. Put in the voucher, $50. You can target people, so I target people in Victoria that like golf. That's simple, between the ages of 18 and 40. I had a nap for 4 hours, woke up, there was 150 comments on the post. And I'm like, shit, all right. If I just shared it with my mates, it would have had like 4 comments because none of them really played golf. The fact that the ad went out to people that actually liked golf meant that I could get feedback of people that weren't just encouraging friends and family members. And everyone was like, all right. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, geez, that was easy. I'm going to be a millionaire by Friday. This will be one of the simplest things that's ever happened. We'll just quit work on Monday and then we'll get an office and then this will be sorted. It wasn't that easy. Even though there was 150 comments. So straight after that, I'm like, all right, I quickly got a Wix website, which is online. Have you seen Wix, Squarespace?
Yeah.
I think they're like free or $100, $200. Mocked up a website in about 2 hours. It's the worst, most hideous website you'll ever see in your life. Still got screenshots off it. And that was it. It had a simple PayPal button. It had what the membership would be, because there was actually no product yet. And people could join up. So after the first $10, $15 of the ad voucher, I used the other $35 on selling the membership, which was a pre-sale membership that didn't even exist yet. And it was simple. It was like, I just updated the ad text. I'm like, if you want to join as a foundation member, this is a pre-registration for the membership. The membership will be live in 3 months as we build this out. And if you like the concept, you can get in really cheap. You know, it was $149 and you'll be one of the first 200 people to join the club. You know, I think I might have said you'll be one of the first 1,000 people to join the club, thinking that 1,000 people would join the club. That post went out and it went from this awesome excitement when 150 people commented on the idea to literally no one joining up the club. So I put it out there and I'm sitting there all excited. I'm like, oh yes, this is going to be amazing. I'll use all the money from the 1,000 people to join up because 150 already liked it. And I started doing the maths. I'm like, 150 already commented in 4 hours. By the end of the week, 1,000 should be easy. That should be about, you know, we'll have somewhere, I don't know, we'll get 20 grand, get a start, and that will build out the membership. We'll use it on marketing, we'll host an event. Awesome. The plan was sorted. You know, it's good. I think by the end of that next week, so by the time the ad voucher had done, I had 6 members and 5 of them were my friends. So I'm like, whoa. All right, so I kept going back to the why, right? Because that was a failure, technically. So I should quit, yeah? No, you can quit. You've got to then explore it. Like, all right, what can I keep doing here? What does this need? And I started thinking about why I was doing this again. And I had some good whys with this one because it was passion-based. So I started getting in the mindset that I'm happy to do this business for free. That was my mindset. I will dedicate 3 years to this business, even if I don't get $1 myself personally. Because ultimately, even if it's a golf club for 6 of my mates, we're going to have fun. We're going to have our own golf club. We go and play courses. There'll be 6 of us. We'll be the smallest golf club around, but it'll be ours. You know, we can go have events, we can do a few bits and pieces. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to give it, I said 3 years, but realistically, if it was really horrible after the first year, I probably would have tried to have done something else or revised it a little bit, but I was committed to that year. You know, and then I invested a little bit more in the ads. So I think I said that I'd give it $1,000 ad budget, and that's what I'd put into it. And the goal was from that $1,000 ad budget to try to get 50 members. So I revised my goals. That's another lesson in your goals, is that you can dream big. So that's your vision. You know, and I had that mixed up at the start. It's probably more a vision to have 1,000 members in there. You know, now the vision is to have 1 million, right? But at that point, 1,000 was that big. But then 50 became more like the milestone that was going to be more realistic. And that was the first step. So every action was then aligned to getting to 50 members. And it took ages at the start. It was funny after that initial validation. But what I got from the post was that people were interested in this if I gave them the right product. And it was fair enough that 1,000 people didn't join, because all it was an idea. There wasn't any partner courses, there weren't any events, there wasn't any imagery, you didn't get a membership pack, you got nothing. It was this guy that no one had heard of saying that we're going to start a golf club for young people. But there was validation in the comments that people wanted that, so I knew that if I got the product right, we had something here. And it was innovative enough. I wasn't changing the game completely, but just the simple concept of doing something that was slightly different, like a golf club for younger people, something that was flexible, that had choice, that had accessibility, that people could use when they wanted, that was a bit cheaper, because golf's a really expensive sport. It's usually $2,000, $3,000 if you want to play. This is a way people could play for $200, $300 and play when they wanted, right? So there were some pretty cool things in this business model and this concept that had potential. But there was also every chance I would have quit really early on based on that initial result. And that's what most people do when they start a business. That's why you'll see there is like a graveyard of Instagram and Facebook pages sitting out there on the internet of ideas that just bailed out after that first bit of feedback didn't happen. That's lesson number one, is you've got to persist with the idea a little bit if you believe in it. And then you've got to reiterate it. And you've got to keep making it better. That's entrepreneurship. Start, learn, act.